Can you go into TDM so I can
All
make
right.
my class and shit.
So, wait, make your class. You can make your class as it is. Anyway, so yeah. First thing we're talking about, Modern Warfare 2
Well,
Remastered.
don't you think you should greet everyone first?
Oh, hello everybody. My name is Markiplier. I'm just fucking with you. No. Hey, I'm Stitcher. This is whatever he wants to be called.
Jeff.
His name is Jeff. And we're gonna be playing Black Ops 3 and talking about, you know, it's just a little stuff. I just got a notification. That's bad. I gotta turn that off. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, Joel, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I think that they made a big mistake, honestly, with the entire situation in that, because, you know, for the time that we currently know of, it's only a single-player game, and the multiplayer is what really drew players in. It's truly one of the Call of Duties where the multiplayer stuck out more than the campaign, and I think that they should have kept in the multiplayer. Maybe it will be in there, maybe it's some kind of like joke, or maybe it won't be, but I seriously think that so far it's not been like the greatest that they've decided to do that.
Well, okay, so what I've just read is, one, it's going to be probably the cheapest Call of Duty yet, because still right now, Modern Warfare 1 Remastered is like maybe $30, I'm thinking, and here they say it shouldn't even go past 25.
What? I mean,
It's going to be like 19 pounds too, so that's like, goddamn.
I mean, I asked how much it was, not how much does it weigh.
No, you're a fucking retard. You know what I'm talking about. You out of all people. Oh, I killed you. My bad, bro.
Why'd you kill me?
Because I tried to shoot the dude behind you.
How could you do this to me?
You're getting off topic. You're getting off topic. So, Activision says. Activision says that it's supposed to be released around sometime. Like, their release date that they gave me here was April 30th of 2019. Which, I mean, as far as I can tell,
early into 2019.
Yeah, that's true. As far as I can tell, and there's no information about the gameplay itself whatsoever.
No, we just got looks at Black Ops 4's gameplay actually from recent events.
Yeah, I mean we're not on that yet, but yeah. Don't jump the gun.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, just seeing, you know, gameplay from the new COD, you know, like, I doubt that if it's gonna be released in 2019 that they're gonna show anything right now.
Well, okay, true. Yeah, well, I mean, do you think that's about it for Modern Warfare 2?
I mean, I've said what I thought, and, you know, I'm probably not the only person that disagrees that it was good that they got multiplayer and, you know, a lot of the other modes, because I think it's just strictly only single player. I don't even think the other modes in there that I can't really remember.
Yeah, no, I don't think that there are any other modes in there. But, I mean, one thing that bothers me a lot is, personally, I'm not going to buy the game. If there's no multiplayer, I'm personally not touching the game. I don't care for it. Like, don't get me wrong, the campaign for Modern Warfare 2 was not bad at all. But I'm not going to spend $25, you know.
It was better, actually.
Yeah, it was. I mean, my favorite campaign, in my eyes, is still Battlefield 4. I know it, like, you can't really compare it to a COD game, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't really have a favorite COD campaign. Like, I think the World War II, the war stories were really good, though. Those really got me.
Personally, my favorite campaign was World at War.
Oh yeah, World at War had a really good campaign.
The immersion that you got from playing as the different characters and, you know, seeing both sides of the war, I just thought that was
it was very captivating.
Very much. From, you know, taking Germany from the Nazis with Nikolai to, you know, going into Oh man, I just like, I love that.
Oh my god! Definitely an accident. Definitely an accident.
But anyway, speaking on the COD topic, I think we should move to Black Ops 4. Like, I've seen gameplay. I've seen what it's like already.
Okay, you've seen gameplay. What are your thoughts before I even look anything up?
Graphically, it looks really nice. I do think that that is something that's definitely always been changing throughout the Call of Duties, is that they've always seemed to paid a lot of attention to detail, but at the same time, I'm not a big fan of the more futuristic ones. I think Black Ops 3, this one, is probably my best exception for one that I actually do care for.
I mean, I gotta agree with you on that one. I'm very boots on the ground kind of guy. Honestly, if I could, I would have like Black Ops 1 on the PS4 right now.
Yeah, me too, just because that was one of the ones. World War II, for me, I pre-ordered it, got the season pass and everything. It just doesn't seem to blow my mind like it did when I played the beta with a friend of mine. It was just, you know...
I still think Battle 1 had a better... Battlefield... Shit, my dog just barked. I still think Battlefield 1's entry on the... like, the way they projected it, I feel like they did a better job at that. I feel like World War II really could have had a better... like, they could have voiced it better, you know? I feel like they underdid it because everybody at E3 was kind of disappointed. Like, they made it look more glamorous than it actually was.
Yeah, but you know, it's like... It was, for me, it was, I played the beta, and I loved it from that.
Oh, timeout,
like,
hold up. Someone...
Well, I hope everyone here is having a great evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this.
Friendly UAV inbound. Hostile HCXD in your AO.
I hope you kept everyone entertained for that brief, like, 5 minutes.
I mean, I just kind of told them that I hope they enjoyed their evening, to be honest.
Oh, well, anyway, moving on to Black Ops 4, yeah, I was supposed to look up some fact. So,
The thing is, the moment I thought it was very funny, because I watched E3 live, I watched the entire thing, and I got kind of bored when Treyarch and Activision came up, but the thing is that I found it funny. There was a part when they were announcing the new Battlefield. I think they cracked a joke saying, "You've all been asking for it. We added a battle royale to Battlefield," and everyone started like booing and stuff. I thought that was hilarious. But COD, when it comes to Call of Duties now, it's kind of like they're just hopping on trends. Like, the thing is like, I wasn't a fan of Advanced Warfare. When I heard that there's gonna be more of the futuristic kind of stuff, I also wasn't a fan of that. I thought World War II was going to be kind of a break from it, but even then I just felt overwhelmed when the game itself came out, and I honestly felt like I wasted money on it.
oh yeah, I definitely, low-key, I regret buying World War II. Like, oh, you won. Like, on the low, like, don't get me wrong, I think World War II is pretty good. I feel like it's very well made. I like the mechanics of it. I like the way it runs. It's very smooth. Oh, Joel, you got the last kill.
I did.
Though I see it very laggy. Oh, not anymore. Now you're good. But what bothered me about World War II was just how easily it ended. Not ended. Fucking. It just. I don't know. It kind of broke everything for me. Everything was kind of different, and yeah, it was boots on the ground, but they still rewrapped everything. It wasn't the COD that. You know, that's why there's COD players and there's Battlefield players. Battlefield players have so much more diversity, and COD is for, like, let me 1v1 you. Like, you can't 1v1 someone in Battlefield. It doesn't work like that. And that's fine. You want to play Conquest. You want to have 100 people fighting for one territory. When you're playing COD, you want it to be a fast-paced game, and you want it to be immersive, and you want to be into it. You want to feel like you're one of the soldiers. I feel like World War II did that really well. I didn't like their perspective on it.
I'm gonna bring up an elephant in the room for me. I just feel like supply drops are kind of a massive turnoff for me because the thing is that, you know, every company now is saying it's only, camos and skins and stuff for that for you guys when they're adding weapons to them. And I remember World War II, it was like it's cosmetics only, and I was kind of relieved to hear that. I was like, okay, I got a cool camo. But then during the winter season, they added winter guns to them, and I thought, well, that was supposed to be cosmetics only, wasn't it? And so a part of me kind of felt lied to about that, but at the same time, I didn't really care for it at that point. It's just, you know, I played the beta. I enjoyed the beta more than when the actual game itself came out, because there was a point in time when I played the beta solid more than anything else. Just because when they started nerfing buffing things, it's just kind of got weak.
Yeah, everything kind of died down. That's what, like, one thing that I really disliked about what they did to the game was when it was actually quite recently, maybe 2 months ago, tops, maybe a month at least. It's when they gave you unlimited sprinting. And don't get me wrong, at first I was really happy about it, but it cancels out all the perks. Because the reason you have perks is extra sprint while running, you know, not being able to be hurt, like it's all those other things. But if you can infinitely sprint, there's not really a point.
Well, yeah, because that was in the airborne classes, you could sprint for longer distances.
Exactly, and it's still there. If you read this perks, it still says that, which makes no sense.
So you're at a disadvantage. I think the last time I played it was the Resistance DLC.
And that DLC wasn't even that good.
I like the idea of the Resistance guy having the tactical knife with the pistol. I was pretty good with it. It's just, when it comes to that game, it reached up high, but it fell down really hard. That's probably like the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, it had higher expectations. Like everybody had a higher expectation of like what it was gonna be than what it really was. Because, like on the down low, I really did enjoy the game at first.
Oh, I loved it.
Like I thought it was so immersive, and I thought everything was so well designed, so well programmed. And then I don't know, they changed it. Everything got nerfed, everything got buffed. Like it was just different. Like when they had first released it, it was like I thought it was quite good. Like right after the beta came out and that full release was actually like available, I thought it was really good. Like when I first bought it, I was very impressed. I was like, hey, I actually feel like, you know, I spent good money on this game. And thinking at it now, like I bought it around Christmas time, right? Because, you know, money. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I wish it wasn't 3 months since, because I low-key want to return it. Because I have not touched it in over a month and a half.
I got mine digitally. I get a lot of my games digitally just because, you know, I feel like if I ever do want them back, they're there. That's one game I don't think I'd really want back that badly. It's just like, the thing that got with me is it's a game that I couldn't play alone. Like, it's just, I got bored of it after about 2 matches, and then I kind of had to get off and do something more interesting. But if I was with friends, I could pretty much stand it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I definitely feel what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I like how you brought up the Battlefield, because I've owned a couple of the Battlefield games, and I enjoyed all of them quite frankly. You know, I had almost all the classes max rank in Battlefield 1, because I love that. I love playing that. It's one of my favorite games. I returned it recently, and part of me wishes I didn't, but I also didn't really have any intention in buying the DLC, and everyone else had the DLC, so there was a part of me that just kind of said, I'll trade it in for something better.
I mean, I honestly prefer, me personally, I like having disc better, because I can put a disc away and then pull it back out just as easy. You know, like PlayStation has a limited space. Their external hard drives are so much more expensive than a PC's external hard drive, which you could buy for like $30, which is slight. You know, it's just,
yeah.
To me, a disc is so much better. It takes up half to a third of the amount of space that you need, because all you need really is a downloadable content on it. Like, you don't need the full like game download. It's like GTA. I'm so happy that that's the first game I bought on disc, because no way in hell would I download and uninstall that game on multiple occasions.
I have. It's not the worst thing, but you know, it's.
But it's
like,
that overnight thing that I hate.
It's inconvenient to say the least. Although it's I forgot what I was gonna say. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's alright. We gotta get back on COD 4 though. So, yeah, you saw E3 live, right?
Well, yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Well, okay.
Here,
Did they what did they show for Black Ops 4 other than graphic wise? What do you think that what did they put in there that you know, corrupt you into buying it? Corrupt you, that's a big word.
Persuade me, I think would have been better.
Persuade,
word.
yes. I don't know why I used corrupt. That was so weird.
The multiplayer, I think it would have been a different experience, but at the same time, I just kind of think now that a lot of the Call of Duty's multiplayers just feel the same. Once you've played one with exosuits, you kind of played them all. But at the same time, there was moments where I thought it could have potential, and I don't intend on buying it, but I might actually, you know, I'm still gonna like keep up with it. You know,
in my eyes, if I have like, what do you call that? Oh wow, I got killed by you. One way or another, if I, like, let's say someone gives it to me as a gift, like, I'll definitely accept it. But I definitely understand what you mean about the whole Battle Royale thing. That really was a turnoff for me. I was very unhappy to hear that, and, I mean, to me, it's not worth it. Like, it's another Call of Duty, which is the same process, and it's just gonna screw us over like they all did. Like, low-key.
But if you think about it, it's also dealing with an iconic franchise and trying to keep people happy and stuff, but also staying true to yourself. I just kind of think a lot of companies now are just hopping on the Battle Royale bandwagon, which, like all things, will die down. Maybe not, you know, as much as others, but I think it'll die down at least at a bit. I mean, you got Fortnite YouTubers that are getting, like, top on the trending chart on YouTube right now,
which is ridiculous. Just because, like Ninja, I get it. He, like, that's one of the only things I really can say that I understand why he's famous, because I never watched him at first, right? I was like, oh, he's a big joke. No, he actually has like some fucking magic in that game. Like, he's just genuinely a good player. I don't think that he had all that fame. No, of course not. Should he have been able to play with Drake? Of course not. The fact that that was even a thing pissed me off, because I'm a huge Drake fan, and like, that was to me that just pissed me off. You're good at Fortnite, so you get to meet someone as a big, even if you don't like Drake. I know you don't like Drake. He's still a huge icon. He is one of the biggest rap icons out there right now. The fact that you are good at a video game and have the ability to meet him is fucking incredible. That, you know how much power that gives you? Like, low-key, that is a lot of power.
Quite a bit, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve any of it, because, you know, to one their own, people have gotten famous for worse things. But,
well, of course, you know, but it's still, it's Fortnite. Like, it's a video game technically meant for children 12 and below.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I play it.
Yeah, of course, like, you play it. We all play it. It's a very entertaining game. I won't take that away. Yes, it gives me some rage moments from time to time, but, you know, it's still a very good game. Oh my gosh, we can actually get the clutch.
The thing is like, to some people, you know, it's either you love it or you hate it. Like, that's how I feel about the whole Battle Royale thing. You either love it or you hate it.
Oh my god, no! I was the last death. Fuck! If I would have shot first, it would have been a dub.
Yeah, it's like, to one their own. You can get famous for it, but I think the real challenge that comes with that is when the trend dies down. How are you going to continue that? Because, you know. But the thing is about the Call of Duty, we got, like, getting back on what we were saying. The thing with COD is it's always kind of had to stay in one own, and I get that it's trying to stay original, it's trying things out, but I don't think that was the smartest move, because like, don't get me wrong, some people were like, yeah, Battle Royale, but then I think most others, including myself, were like, you're kind of just hopping on the trend here.
Yeah, I agree with that one, definitely.
It's just something I didn't see coming, and it was rumored, and, you know, like, Fortnite YouTubers were excited for it, like, I know LEA was. God, I love LEA. I don't like him for his content, because he's clickbait, and a lot of the stuff is just kind of stupid. And I just love him because he's such a meme.
Alright, well, I think that we've covered our COD basis for today. I suggest we move on to what you and I really want to talk about, when E3 showed gameplay of Fallout 76.
I watched that. I watched at the moment, like, I was watching Howard's part on stage, and I'm always excited for that. Like, I remember when Fallout 4 was announced 2 years ago. I was so excited. I got that. I remember I bought the season pass, and I got it the day it came out, and I played it for like 2 weeks straight. No one got me off that game. No one. And it's because the thing with the Fallout franchise and the way Bethesda makes their games is it's so playable. You just do it over and over and over again. And you don't even have to change anything about the game style. You could just do it over and over again, and I don't find that to get boring.
And see, this is what I meant. I know that we've had this debate before, but that's why I think that Fallout, I'm so happy that they're adding a multiplayer into it. And I love the way that how they're doing it. I love the way they're developing the multiplayer so that you feel more immersed. You know, you can still be alone in a multiplayer lobby.
I feel as if that was a very good choice, but I'm speaking on behalf of someone that's played a little bit of Fallout 1 and 2. You know, I've completed 3 several times. 4 I've done endlessly, and New Vegas is still probably one of my favorites. But you know, for the Fallout players that want that single player experience, you can have that, but we don't know very much about it. E3 kind of focused upon the whole, oh, you can play with friends now, and I'm somewhat concerned for it, but at the same time, I'm more excited to find people, build settlements, you know.
My whole thing is I'm scared of an ARC scenario. You know, people that have nuclear weapons and all that other stuff, and you kind of just get completely raped.
Yeah, but the rarity,
lack of better choice.
The rarity of the nuclear codes is kind of like, I mean, they showed that at E3 too. It's like a guy randomly found one on a ghoul, but it was only one piece of like a 6-piece code, and like the likelihood of you finding all 6 of those pieces within a short time period would be incredibly low.
All right,
because,
but also,
you know,
think about it. You play a shit ton of Fallout, like
I know the entire story, from Fallout 1 to 4. So yeah.
Yeah, you play hella Fallout. My point is that there are people who play 4 times more Fallout than you do. To me, I feel like there will be some way that people will find a way to break the game. And there is always going to be some people that will break the game, and that's what scares me, because you're going to have those people that break the game and make it unpleasurable for everyone else that's playing the game, and that's what scares me.
Yes, but at the same time, you know, I'm a big fan of Bethesda games. I've played the Elder Scrolls series, Fallout. I've played I've played Dishonored. I love all of them. They're all made by the same company, which is Bethesda.
I'm getting my butthole raped, just saying.
I trust that, you know, I trust in them that they're going to do the right thing when it comes to this, because this is the first time. I'm not exactly going to be nitpicky about it, because I know some people will flip their lid over the most slight mistakes in their content. It's like when people find a tiny little bug that, you know, freaks out on them once and kind of ruins it for that one day. They kind of flip out and don't want to do it again. I'm not going to be like that. I'm open-minded. It's a new Fallout game, which we also have a release date for, November 14th this year.
Yes, which is going to be awesome. 'Cause
4 days after Fallout 4 was released, so I'll be celebrating the anniversary of that.
I'll definitely be celebrating because I've pre-ordered the full release. I'm fucking retarded. I pre-ordered the. Jeez, why can't I freaking use words today? Season pass. Thank you. My God, I couldn't remember what that was called for the life of me. Yeah, so I pre-ordered the season pass, and I'm really psyched about it because, yeah, I know it's still an in-dev game, and it's going to remain in-dev for a while, and I don't know, it just, something about it is just it's very appealing.
Now, I want to bring up the location. When I first heard Country Road, West Virginia playing in the trailer, that was the most dead giveaway that we knew was going to be in West Virginia. And I think they've always seemed to have a great way. Ever since 3, they've had a great way of choosing locations. 3 was based in the Capital Wasteland, which is Washington, D.C. New Vegas was, of course, based in Nevada, in California. It was based right where Vegas actually is. You know, 4 is based in Boston, Massachusetts, which I thought it was a bit of a random location first, but I've grown to enjoy. Now,
yeah, apparently
like
Boston's really big, but I like personally don't know much about Boston, and like part of my family lives in Massachusetts, so it kind of is messed up. But you know, good, carry on.
It was exciting because it's a new location. It's somewhere where we hadn't been yet, and you know,
It's somewhere you wouldn't expect. That's probably why they chose it.
Yeah, but it was also at the same time it was a completely different place. I've never had any interest in Boston until Fallout, which might sound bad, but it's just how I felt.
Sorry for anyone who's from Boston.
Yeah. But the thing is West Virginia. Let me just talk about West Virginia for a second. It's got mountains, you know, it's got the forest area. It's, you know, right by DC. It's basically, Charlestown is there, which is of course a historical location. And, well, I mean, there's just so much to it, and one of the big drops for me was when Todd Howard said the map is 4 times as big as Fallout 4, because Fallout 4 was already incredibly huge. You had up to, you know, 30 settlements in that entire map, you know, and I've had all 30. I've explored the entire map, and even then there was still a lot hiding under the ocean and shit, so it really brings up the question of how exactly are you going to, you know, deal with such size. And like, we already know what the map looks like. You know, we got a smaller scale of it in one of the trailers, and I'm excited. I'm definitely excited because it's a lot to explore. I like exploring.
I'm very happy with the size, mainly just because there's a multiplayer. Because of the multiplayer, I'm very shut up. Because of the multiplayer, I feel like the size is necessary. Yeah, my heart sank a little bit when I heard 4 times as big. But if you're gonna have lobbies with, you know, 8, 10 people, you kinda need it, you know? Like even 8, 10 people, yeah, it's not much for, you know, like a lobby, but
it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be like being in a relationship. You need your space in between each other, you know?
Yeah, but
like if you're gonna bomb me, I at least want some space.
But the whole thing is, it's like freaking, what do you call that? Oh man, I got shot to death. Really? Oh, I didn't know else I died. Fucking retard. But what really got me was the whole like imagine 4 people, right? And everyone has their own settlement, their own nuclear whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And now let's say it was in a Fallout 4 sized map. It's over. It's too small. It's like I hate to relate it to that, but it's like a Minecraft or Ark world. The map has to be giant. I saw that kill. That was nice, by the way. The map has to be giant because you're constantly going to be running out of resources.
Yeah, and the thing is it was very cool that they've said that, you know, dropping bombs can help you find rare resources, and in the trailer, I know that they are referencing uranium.
Uranium fever.
Yes, one of them from 4. And I thought that was really cool, but the big question on my mind is, when the place is nuked, does it stay that way, or does it eventually kind of like return?
I personally think that it's gonna go back to the way it was. Like, radiation does wear off, you know, like I feel like the radiation's gonna wear off. It's just gonna take a while.
Yeah, and I don't think, you
Man,
know,
I got 2913.
nukes,
That's a good KD.
I don't think the nukes are going to be very common in the actual, you know, world itself. I'd be surprised if I found any parts to a nuclear code in that game. Like I do, I plan on pre-ordering it ASAP.
I'm so happy that I have the chance to pre-order it because I'm kind of terrified because what it says here is that the game's full. Like, 'cause if you, I need English right now. If you pre-ordered it, you get it for like $100 with the season pass. But without the season pass, like without like pre-ordering the season pass, you could have to pay up to $30. Like you get like $30 off, and that kind of counts in the long run. Like $130 on a video game.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be full of content. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking.
Anyway, we've been on Fallout for too long. We gotta get into some other stuff real quick.
Actually, personally, I don't think there's such thing as too much Fallout.
You know what I mean? All right, so we talked about a little bit about PUBG and we talked about Fortnite. What do you think about H1Z1? I know it's still in beta on the PS4, but what do you think about it?
I've been playing it and I enjoy it. I think that's a small sum of what I say about it. You know, I play it, I enjoy it quite a bit. It's definitely very fun to play. Yeah, that's honestly pretty much all I could say, to be honest.
That was low-key funny as shit. Okay, so to me, I feel like, I don't know, H1Z1 is the granddaddy of every Battle Royale game. H1Z1 kinda had the idea first, like if you don't count like Super Smash Bros, they kinda had the idea. And as it expanded, like you can kind of like tell during the years what has and hasn't gotten more popular. Like I'm just going off of some like old shit. Like Gangnam Style didn't last too long. That shit lasted like maybe a year tops, and then after that it was a dub. But Smash Bros was a thing back in like late 90s, early 2000s. Well, I mean it was back a little bit more, but still. And then after that, Hunger Games and shit, and like even Ark came out with its own version of frickin' Battle Royale, which to me I think is some trash. Like I've played it personally, I think it's some trash. But who am I to judge? You know, I'm just some guy playing video games.
Right.
But I just think because Ark is a big game for me. I love Ark. I honestly want to do more with Ark. I want to get more of those hard to get, you know, like achievements and shit. Like I honestly think that I could have played so much more of it. I really should have. I mean, I still can, but you know, like I really should have back then when I still had a lot of progress on the worlds and stuff, because I don't know if I have the worlds anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, definitely.
Because, alright, I'm going to go into Ark for a little bit. To me, Ark is a wonderful game. Yes, it drives me fucking insane, but I really like the game. Ark will always have a special place in my heart, but so will a lot of survival games. Like I still love Minecraft. Like if you put me in front of a computer, I will play survival on Minecraft for like the next 3 hours. Like I have a very big thing for survival games. That's probably why I ended up falling in love with Fallout in such a short period. Wow, my aim was some butt on that one. And then my game crashed. Well, that's some butt. Anyway, but that's my whole thing. I think it's really dumb that I think it's dumb the way they make some of the survival games. Like I feel like every survival game is broken in a certain kind of way. Ark, as you know, is broken in terms of your leg strength because you trip over a rock and you die.